Всем привет, с вами Крейзи Хамстер, и мы продолжаем проходить вторую часть квеста Broken Sword, сломанный меч, дымящееся зеркало. И доктор Стоборг снова в деле. Да, в прошлый раз мы с вами обнаружили Николь. Она была укушена водным змеем, так что ей очень плохо. И священник, к которому она попала, отправил нас в деревню, мы туда сходили, узнали кучу новой интересной информации, получили корень, из которого выдавили сок, и теперь можем спасти, насколько можем предполагать, Николь. Надеюсь, это сработает. Ну так, наверное, сразу на лестницу. Да? Да, идет, ничего, не возмущается.
Look, Hubert, the antidote. What are you waiting for? Give it to her quickly.
Как Николь красиво лежит, смотрите, умирает, такая вся воздушная, элегантная.
Nico. Here, drink this.
Oh, George, it's horrible.
Just swallow it down. Okay, try and rest now, darling. You'll need all your strength when we go after the other two stones.
Other stones? What other stones? What have you gotten me into now, Josh Stobart?
Well, the patient is sounding more like her old self already. Nico recovered quickly from her fever. To save time, we decided to split up and look for each stone independently. I traced the pirate Ketch to a remote island in the Caribbean. With the fortune he'd amassed from piracy, he'd retired to a place that was later called Ketch's Landing.
Ага. Вот, значит как. Интересно, а нам дадут поиграть только за Джорджа, а Николь, как всегда, там что-то сама будет? Или нам в Англию тоже дадут съездить вместе с Николь? Было бы, конечно, интереснее, если бы позволили за нее поиграть. Не, а Николь, главное, такая... Ты, говорит, меня втянула, она с этими камнями тут связалась, в итоге пропала, нам ее пришлось искать. Не искали бы ее, не втянулись бы во всю эту историю. Ладно, ох уж эти женщины. Я думаю, что тут, конечно, так интересно. Ой, смотри, ступени, мы даже туда можем подняться. Ну, наверное, изначально нужно поговорить с этим чуваком все-таки.
Hi, is this Ketch's Landing?
Yeah, that's right.
My name's George Stobart. You're a surveyor, right, Mr.
Bronson. And of course I'm a surveyor. Why the hell else would I have a theodolite?
I don't know. Hobby, maybe?
Yeah, right. What brings you here, anyway?
I'm searching for an ancient Mayan artifact.
What is it? Some kind of jewel?
No, it's obsidian. A black stone with supposedly mystic powers.
You're nuts.
Да.
This is similar to the stone I'm looking for.
What makes you think you'll find it here?
Because when the stones were stolen in the 17th century...
Hold it! The stones have been lost for 300 years?
Approximately.
And you're hoping to find them again? You're nuts. And why here?
A wise old Indian shaman told me he saw the stones in a vision.
Ha ha. That's rich. Listen, I got work to do, okay?
Да, Джордж умеет рассказать историю так, чтобы она выглядела убедительной и правдоподобной.
Look at this. An article about a total eclipse of the sun.
Oh, yeah? Listen, I don't want to be rude, but it just comes naturally. I really don't care.
Эх. Ну, давайте посмотрим, что у него тут есть. А, ну выйти сначала. Что у нас? Планы. Давайте пока этим воспользуемся. Пока он не смотрит. Ой, что-то блестит. Клево, нам туда надо. Там что-то блестит для нас. Ой, сеть. Так, ну мы, конечно, сначала здесь все осмотрим, потом уже отправимся туда. Так, я хочу планы посмотреть. Ну-ка, свали отсюда.
I just had to sneak a look at those plans.
Get out of there.
You know, wherever I go, I hear those words. Paris, Syria, Ireland, or Spain. Makes no difference.
What do you think you're doing?
I was trying to show some interest in your project.
Может, просто не ушел? Хотя вряд ли. Мне кажется, он и так бы нам не позволил. Так, сеть, мы можем что с ней сделать? Все-таки как тормоза у нас с вами начались. Ты куда пошел-то? Я вообще на сеть нажала. Ну ладно. Давай поговорим с мальчиком.
You wanna buy some fish?
Nah, I don't like fish. What's your name?
Rio. It means river. What about you?
George. It means, well, it's just a name. Is it true that Captain Ketch lived around here?
That's right. That's his house up on the hill. It's a museum now.
Yeah? That's exactly what I need. Thanks, kid.
You won't get inside, you know. The old ladies close it down.
What do you know about Captain Ketch?
Just what everybody knows around here. He was a pirate and get himself hung.
No school today?
No, sir.
What about your education?
I can fish, sail, and swim. I've been looking after myself since I was 6, and I'm bilingual.
Aren't you a little overqualified for a beach bum?
Well, you know, there's a lot of competition.
Who are these old ladies you mentioned?
Miss Frost and Miss Mina Ketch.
How come the old ladies closed the museum?
It's Branson's doing. Him have the plans for redeveloping the museum. They're going to regret it, you know. The man's a crook.
Will you help me get those plans?
I don't want to go nowhere near that man. He promised to drown me when he found the fish I left in his sleeping bag.
Do you know anything about pirate treasure?
Man, that's all stories. There's no such thing as a real pirate treasure.
Do you know anything about a forthcoming eclipse?
No, but that explains why the weather's about to get real bad.
Rio, it's a beautiful day. There's no more than a whisker of cloud in the sky.
Trust me, man, it's going to get real bad.
Где не посмотришь, куда не посмотришь, везде высокообразованные торговцы, рыбы и антиквариата. Ну, я про этого мальчика из Сирии, может, помните? Лодка.
It was a seaworthy little craft, in bad need of a coat of paint, but spotlessly clean and maintained. I didn't know the first thing about sailing a dinghy.
Так, Джордж, ну и куда ты пошел? Ну-ка вернись. Стой! Сеть давай. Смотри, сеть.
It was a net left to dry in the sunshine.
Можем с ней что-то сделать?
I didn't want a fishing net.
Ну ладно, как хочешь. Пойдемте тогда наверх. Смотрим, что там. О! Китти Кэт и две барышни, те самые, которые не пустят нас сюда. Поговорить с кошкой.
Hi, Puss. Wanna play?
Ой,
Hey, cat. Watch where you're putting those claws.
с мячиком или с клубком.
A cute little putty tad. Actually, no. It was a mangy old flea bag. It was busily torturing a red ball.
Все-таки мячик. Джордж, смотрите-ка, обиделся. Ладно, давайте попробуем с дамами поговорить, посмотрим, что они нам скажут.
Hi, my name's George Stobart.
Good afternoon, Mr. Stobart. Would you care for tea?
No, thank you, ma'am. I don't like tea.
А что ты любишь? Алкоголь не любит, чай не любит. Китя.
Is that your cat?
Yes, it is. That's Ruddles. Do you like cats, Mr. Stobart?
Конечно, люблю. Что тут думает-то? Особенно я люблю козлов и собак, но и котов тоже не меньше.
You bet. Especially spit roast.
Блин, это был второй вариант выбирать.
Can you tell me anything about Captain Ketch?
More than you can tell me about your great-great-great-great-grandfather, no doubt.
You're his descendants?
Certainly. Captain Ketch was born in Dorset, England, in the reign of King Henry VIII. His family were undistinguished farmers, but young Frederick Ketch decided to go to sea.
We have plenty of seamen in our family, Mr. Stobart.
Are you interested in history, Mr. Stobart?
Ну, кстати, странный вопрос, если учитывать, что у одной из них, по-моему, фамилия какого-то пирата. Интересуемся мы историей или нет? Но если учитывать, что мы последние год назад, наверное, где-то так это получается, не, ну полгода назад, да, мы не вылазили из музея, ходили туда просто каждые полчаса и беседовали с археологом, воровали, ну, смысл это, конечно, упустить, мы ничего не воровали, так что да, конечно, очень люблю, да.
Yes, I am. You were telling me about Captain Ketch. Do go on.
Oh, yes. He sailed under Hawkins.
Jim Hawkins?
John Hawkins, one of the great traders of the Elizabethan age. In 1568, Frederick Ketch was a young man serving aboard the Jesus, Hawkins' flagship. They sailed from England to Africa and across the wide Atlantic to these islands. Ketch was never to see the shores of England again.
How come Ketch never made it home?
Because the Spaniards sank the Jesus in an act of treachery.
You said Hawkins' fleet traded between Africa and the Indies. What was it they were trading?
Black men with no shirts.
You have to understand, Mr. Stobart, that this was the 16th century.
But that doesn't alter the fact that Hawkins and Ketch were slavers and pirates.
Would it surprise you to learn that Hawkins was also a devoutly religious man?
Как это всегда
He
бывает.
transported slaves in a ship named after Jesus Christ. In my book, that makes him a hypocrite.
Ну, зря он говорит так. Откровенно. Они же одеться. Все-таки ты их предок.
What happened to Ketch? Was he killed?
Oh no, he got away and returned to this island, to this very house.
The Frederick Ketch Memorial Museum.
Is it true Frederick Ketch was a pirate?
Frederick Ketch was emphatically not a pirate.
They hanged him, you know, down there on the beach in front of his family. Didn't bother with the trial, just whipped him out from his breakfast table and hoisted him up in chains.
Печально. Но странный вопрос о пирате, если мы уже сами сказали, что он пират.
Well, if he wasn't a pirate, what did they hang him for?
Envy. Pure green-eyed envy. He had been a successful privateer, you see, and had accumulated great wealth.
As rich as a mink in a paddock.
Shut up, Mina.
Yes, Frost.
The small-minded governor and his lackeys wanted his money. Trumped up some ridiculous charge about breaking the conditions of his letter of marque. And hanged him like a common thief. The blackguards!
Letter of marque?
The document that permitted him to engage and destroy the enemies of the crown. The difference between a lawful privateer and a pirate. Yoo-hoo!
Sorry, Frost.
Well, why didn't Ketch just say, take a hike, guys, I've got a pirating license?
Frederick Ketch was not a pirate.
But he did show them his letter of marque.
But they destroyed it and hanged him anyway.
I've been talking to Rio, the little fisher boy.
I'll thank you not to mention that little wretch in my presence.
Dirty little whelk. Nasty fishy boy.
That will do, Mina.
I gather you don't have much time for the little boy.
That child is a delinquent, Mr. Stobart.
Yeah, well, he's only, what, 11, maybe?
A knave with one hand on the tops.
What is it about Rio that you don't like, Miss Frost?
Well, once upon a time, he and Emily...
Be quiet this instant, Mina.
What can you tell me about Emily?
Emily? What business can she be of yours?
Her parents were killed in a typhoon.
We, as her only living relatives, took it upon ourselves to raise the child.
It's good to know Charity isn't dead.
Oh, but she is. washed overboard in the typhoon.
Mr. Stobart wasn't talking about Emily's mother. He was being sarcastic.
What else can you tell me about Emily?
How dare you pry into our family in this way? I refuse to answer any more of your impertinent questions.
Отбрить у нас. А, что еще есть? Лестница, окно, дверь, лёг. Сестры Кетч нас, конечно, классами не пустят, но можно дальше пройти. Кстати, помните, мы когда смотрели через вот этот прибор, вот этот вот флагшток, он сверкал. Точнее, не флагшток сам, а вот эта вот фигня, которая на нем надета, у этого нет, а здесь есть.
The flagpole had some sort of technical gadget on the end. I couldn't reach the flagpole, and a bush stopped me from moving the ladder across. I couldn't reach it. It was a flagpole, one of a pair. The windows were way out of reach. The house's windows looked out over the bay. It was a sturdy, extendable ladder.
Сейчас они нам по башке надо скажут, ты что делаешь?
The ladder extended easily. It was an old house. It was locked.
The house is closed.
How come?
It is undergoing refurbishment.
Refurbishment? Where are the workmen?
Preparation is half the work, young man. The intention is to prepare the museum for the new century.
The Frederick Ketch Memorial Museum. It would look nice in neon.
A museum for a pirate? There was a stony silence.
As I have already told you, sir, he was not a pirate. It's precisely this sort of vile misrepresentation that Mr. Bronson is seeking to rebalance.
Oh? How?
Mr. Bronson has kindly agreed to undertake the museum's refurbishment at a very reasonable price. He understands the importance of a sense of history.
Funny. That's not the impression I got of Bronson at all.
He also understands spherical geometry.
Mina?
Well, he does.
Listen, ma'am, I came a long way to visit this place.
If we make an exception in your case, everyone will want to get in.
Pardon me, but I didn't exactly have to fight my way through the crowds.
You're the second visitor we've had today.
No, I'm sorry, but it's impossible.
Второй, кто был первым? А, все, дальше мы пройти не можем все-таки, значит. Да? Угу, никак. Сейчас они нам ложку оторвут.
What are you doing?
Pardon me, ladies, I was just going to climb your ladder. I'm helping Bronson.
Oh, you're not like him, are you? He's very polite, isn't he, Frost? And he has dimples when he smiles.
А у нас нет ямочек. Что-то с котярой надо сделать, видимо. Ой. Трусы на ложку котяре надеть. А вдруг сработает? Ну-ка, еще раз мы сможем с ними поговорить?
You're really fond of that cat, aren't you?
He is our companion and our solace.
I thought about catnapping the little monster until they let me in, but it wasn't my style. Maybe there was some other way I could use their affection for the cat to get me into the house.
Вот я и говорю, как-то с котом должно это быть связано.
Okay, it was time for diversionary tactics. I thought I saw a little girl down on the beach.
You must be mistaken.
He must be mistaken. Mustn't he, Frost?
I'm sure I'm not. A little girl and that young fisher boy.
What? It's not possible. What were they doing?
Oh, the kinds of things that all little boys and girls get up to at their age.
When I was a little girl, we used to play cows and milkmaids.
Woe betide you if you're lying to us, Mr. Stobart. Heaven help you.
Угу. Теперь что надо делать с котом?
With a creak of ancient corsetry, the sisters sailed majestically over the distant horizon.
И что мы можем с ним сделать? То, что мы все равно будем задвинуть, когда ничего не...
I wasn't going to risk further laceration by the cat's claws. I didn't have a flag on me, so the flagpole would have to stay bare. It was a flagpole, one of a pair. Just my luck. I'd struck out again. The windows were all locked.
Ну, ты, конечно, следовало ждать, и здесь он, конечно, не дотянется, да? Угу.
I couldn't reach the flagpole, and a bush stopped me from moving the ladder across.
И ничего у нас нету такого, да?
Nah, I didn't have the throwing strength to knock the marker off.
Угу. Это
Nah,
все.
Nah, I didn't have the...
А если из трусов все
That wouldn't...
рогатину?
That isn't...
Чё, слез? Чтобы показать нам, что ничего сделать не может. Дерево.
A large tree stood beside the house, with a suggestive U formed by the branches.
С
I
каким
couldn't
намеком?
think of any reason to climb the tree.
Что мы можем сделать? Еще. Ну, дверь все равно закрыта, мы не пройдем.
It was locked.
Ну, залезли мы. Дальше что? Котяра на что-то сбил, да?
A cute little pudding. It was busy.
Черека тебе, котяра. Подсуну.
The cat looked at me as if to say, "Why have you brought a dead worm halfway around the world?" I had no answer. Hey, cat, want to play with this little doll? It wasn't exactly enthralled at coming face to face with the great god Tezcatlipoca.
Да, по-моему, не заинтересовался нашей игрушкой.
It would have been pretty cool to drug the cat, but I didn't have the heart. And besides which, those sisters would kill me.
Блин, что-то у нас даже ничего такого нету, а я даже не знаю, к чему бы применить.
I doubted the cat would have salient remarks to make on a Mesoamerican artifact.
Последовали. Оценил.
I was right.
Как у него мячик отобрать? Мы бы мячик запульнули в окно, например. Давайте сохранимся, попробуем спуститься. Что будет, если мы спустимся? Сесть мы, может, взять должны, нет?
I didn't want to. It was a net.
Так, а пацан ушел? Да нет, где тетки тогда? Как-то странно не ищет.
Can you let me have a fish, kid?
I thought you say you don't like fish.
It's not for me. It's a present.
For the old ladies? Well, it makes a change from flowers and candy.
No, it's for their cat.
Okay. What do I get out of it?
I can pay you. I've got Quaramontian dollars, French francs, and traveler's checks.
You must be joking. The nearest bank is 3 islands away.
Tell me about your friend Emily.
Why are you so interested in Emily Ketch?
Emily Ketch? A descendant of Captain Ketch, the pirate?
Yeah.
Well, it doesn't bother you?
Why should it? We don't responsible for our ancestors.
How come the old ladies closed the museum?
It's Branson's doing. Him have the plans for redeveloping the museum. Oh, I know all about Mr. Branson's plans.
Слушайте, а если, например, червяка, он же может... Наверное, червяка рыбу ловить?
Is this worm worth a fish?
Could be good bait. How did it die?
I think it drowned in tequila.
Just like my Uncle Gabriel. Yeah, I'll have that. Okay, I'll get you a fish. It might take a while though.
Сколько времени? Прикиньте, здесь еще лодка есть, мы, наверное, еще на лодке поплаваем. От кого-нибудь, может, убегать будем.
It was a seaworthy little craft, in bad need of a coat of paint, but spotlessly clean and maintained. I wasn't going anywhere in that boat without Rio to sail her.
Ну, то есть мы с Рио, видимо, прикольно. А про трусы что? То есть мы кота будем
Did
рыбой
you see the
отвлекать.
weird sisters come by here?
Did I? They look madder than usual, so I hide until they're gone by.
Just as well. They thought you were playing with Emily. Boy, were they steamed.
Emily, you're madder than them.
There was nothing else I wanted to ask the boy. No luck with a fish?
No, man. They don't want bite. That's cause they know there's a storm brewing.
Storm? I don't think so.
Hey, I got a bite.
You have?
It's a big one.
Ага,
A
сейчас.
real big one.
Reel him in, Rio. Jeez, it must be a whale or something.
Сейчас какая-нибудь хрень. Ну, естественно.
Rustiest whale I ever see.
Видимо, пока рыбы нам не будет.
The only serviceable part of the bicycle's wreck was a rubber inner tube. You just never know when you're going to need stuff like that.
О, смотрите. А
It was half a rust. There was nothing else on the bicycle.
ведь это, на флагшток мы можем рыбу накрутить, там как кот как-нибудь прогонет или еще что-нибудь. Ну-ка, давайте еще раз поговорим. Просто я не знаю, чем нам еще пока здесь заниматься, но, скорее всего, мы должны как-то что-то сделать, только потом нам отдадут рыбу.
I still need a fish, Rio.
Okay, make me try again.
Maybe you better change your bait. What can I do with an old inner tube?
I know what I'd do. I'd make the biggest catapult you'd ever seen and use it to smack Bronson with a fish from a safe distance.
Those ballistic fish shenanigans of yours are going to get you in deep trouble someday.
Вот мы сейчас сделаем. Рогатину все-таки.
That isn't it at all.
Слушайте, а это может дерево? Там же в форме П. Как раз мы можем попробовать. Ну-ка, сейчас. И камушек у нас есть. Смотрите, как все удачно складывается. У нас все есть. Для того, чтобы сделать большую рогатину. Я так ждала, что где-нибудь в игре должна быть рогатина, если учитывать, что у нас есть камень. Вуаля! Мечты сбываются. А все-таки долго будет, видимо, шарахаться. Очень долго. Ушли с концом искать, видимо. Ну, вообще берег так-то большой, конечно. Дети могут где-то спрятаться.
I put my lucky lump of coal in the catapult.
Он же счастливый, должен помочь.
Took
Ай,
him.
Джордж.
No! My lucky piece of coal vanished into the distance. It looked like it was going into orbit.
И чем теперь? Ну, камнем же этим нельзя. Джордж, ну ты чё, рыба все-таки, наверное. Рыба прилетит на флагшток, котяра ее схватит. Но кот должен здесь каким-то образом участие принять, не может здесь без кота быть. Правильно? Пойдем снова вниз. Жаль. Такой камень счастливый выпустил. Пацан, дай нам еще что-нибудь. Ой,
Here's a
рыбина.
fish, my man.
I can't put it in my pocket while it's flapping about like that.
No problem.
А, я же испугалась, что он выкинет. В карман рыбу запихал. Смотрите, какая от него вонь стоит. Спасибо, мальчик. Мы пошли к нашей катапульте. Блин, снял. Это мой косяк. О чем, кстати, про нее скажешь? А ты сейчас...
The fish was wet and slimy and decidedly dead.
А так, запустят, и мы даже не знаем, что на ней думают.
I doubted I had Rio's grasp of piscine aerodynamics. There had to be a better projectile in a dead fish.
Нестыковочка.
Okay, cat. You don't deserve this, but here's a little fish.
Сожрет.
The little monster ate the fish, but never strayed far from the ball.
Пошлите за новым рыбиной. А запуливать мы будем, видимо, мячик, который отберем у кота. Эх.
There's a fish, Mama.
Сразу уже дохлую. Может, сразу уже много брать? То, что мы тупим. Не, ну хомяк, он не специалист по рыбе. Это и так понятно. То есть морковочка была. Давайте сюда запихаем рыбину. Кот поднимется по лестнице, мы заберем мячик. Мячик пульнем куда-нибудь. Кот за ним побежит. Ибо он к нему очень привязан.
Not such a good idea.
Нет?
Nah, I didn't have the throwing strength to knock the marker off.
Да ё-моё.
No, I couldn't just go around. I'd better think.
И что делать? План-то был очень даже неплохим. Но снова он снова заберет.
Not such a good idea. That was no good. That was. I don't think so. That was.
Пожарить на камне.
I doubted I had Rio's. There had to be a better projectile in a dead fish.
Куда нам так запихать рыбу, чтобы кот... побежал за ним.
I wasn't going to risk further laceration by the cat's claws.
Я не знаю. Так все удачно складывалось. Взять вот это как-то сюда прикрепить. Ну а зачем?
No, I couldn't just. I didn't want.
Рыбину туда пихать. Блин. Я что-то даже не знаю.
What do you think of Rio?
Fish boy? If he comes near me again, I'll throttle the little squirt.
Calm down. What's he ever done to you?
Socked me in the back of my skull with some kind of fish, that's what.
Tell me about the two old ladies.
Who? The Ketch sisters. One of them's crazy as a coot, and the other will turn you to stone if you're not careful.
Did you see the sisters go by?
Yeah, they wanted to string that Fisher brat up. Of course, I told them where to find him.
A fink as well as a creep. Nice.
But he managed to vanish somehow.
What are you doing with the theodolite?
Surveying the old house. I got great plans for this place.
Oh, yeah?
You bet. Take a look around. What do you see?
Paradise.
I see opportunity. This place is ripe for development.
I like it just the way it is.
And that's where we differ. You see, Mr. Stobart, I'm what you might call a man of vision. I see a great future for Ketch's Landing, and it all starts here, with that house.
Can I take a look at your plans?
No way. What interest would they be to you, anyhow?
I've always had a secret desire to be a surveyor.
You have?
Sure. I mean, you surveyors are just like the great explorers, aren't you? Henry the Navigator, Vasco da Gama, Chris Columbus. Maybe you don't sail uncharted seas or discover new continents, but you're okay in my book.
Horseshit. You just stay away from those plans, you hear?
How do you survey a house like that?
I put a target reflector on the end of one of the flagpoles up there on the house. I sight on it from various locations through the theodolite, record the angles along the baseline, and triangulate them to give me the exact position of the target. Understand?
Why the end of the flagpole? Wouldn't it have been better on a corner of a wall or something?
Are you a surveyor?
No, my degree's in law.
Then shut.
What do you think of my fish?
Where'd you get that?
Out of the ocean. It must live there, I guess.
Smart ass. Why are you carrying a dead fish?
It's dead? Oh.
Какой ужас.
Catch you later, Bronson.
Как жали рыбку. Все, да? Немного места, я вам скажу. Немного вариантов. И мы все еще не знаем, что нам делать. Пацан, что еще ты можешь нам сказать?
I think Bronson is trying to cheat those sweet, vulnerable old ladies.
That's a little unfair, isn't it?
Okay, he's trying to cheat those seriously demented, poisonous old ladies.
You have to admire his acumen.
Это нам ничем не помогло. Ну что, у нас есть рыба, котяра. И как все это вместе? Ну а дальше он снова сожрет. Скорее всего. Нам-то не нужно. Ладно, давайте, наверное, мы будем заканчивать, потому что, по крайней мере, мы до этого дома добрались и даже рыбу с вами себе захапали. А как мы будем обманывать кота и барышень? Честно сказать, я даже пока не знаю, будем думать уже в следующей части. Так что, всем всего хорошего и пока!